Have you ever heard of the CIA's Gateway process? It is one of the most mind-blowing documents that has us questioning not only consciousness, but reality itself. So let's dive into it. It might just change the way that you think about reality itself. In 2003, the CIA declassified a document called the Gateway process. This document explores ways to manipulate human consciousness through something called hemispheric synchronization. Sounds like science fiction, right? Wrong. This was a real CIA experiment. You can find this on the CIA's declassified document website. Hemispheric synchronization, or hemisync, is when you try to synchronize the left and the right parts of the brain. The brain's left and right hemispheres. By doing this, it's said that you can enter altered states of consciousness. Things like out-of-body experiences, deep meditations, astral projecting, or even remote viewing. The process involves listening to something called binaural beats. Binaural beats are a form of sound wave therapy. Basically, you play two different frequencies in each ear, and your brain will actually create a third phantom frequency. And this frequency bridges the gap between the two frequencies that you're hearing. The sound is said to entertain your brain waves and can even put you in a transcendental or meditative state. So, what was the CIA's goal with the Gateway process? The goal of the Gateway process was to expand human consciousness so it could be used for military intelligence and military projects. The idea was that by controlling and enhancing human consciousness, you could do things like remote viewing. This way you could gather intelligence from locations without ever even having to enter the space. And yes, what I am saying is psychic spying. The CIA has been looking into mind control for years. The Gateway process was only one of a handful of mind control techniques that the CIA tried over the years. If you think that this is too crazy or unbelievable, maybe you should back up to some of their documents called MK Ultra, where they did horrible human experiments for years and years. Same people. The Gateway process was a little bit different though. It wasn't about controlling the mind like MK Ultra, it was about expanding human consciousness. One of the most interesting things about the Gateway process is about people's accounts of their out-of-body experiences. The things mentioned in the Gateway process were actually supposed to help people reach these states intentionally. The idea is that you can leave your physical body and travel anywhere just in the mind. You can experience the world that is way beyond our common senses. Sounds like it's kind of a sci-fi movie, right? But if you read this document, the CIA seems pretty convinced. Nowhere in the document do they describe if it's true or false. They basically just talk about it like it is an actual thing, and this is the process, and this is how it happens. So why on earth did the CIA declassify this, you might be asking? It was actually part of a larger initiative or push to be more transparent about past projects. And with the rise of people being more interested in the paranormal and things to do with consciousness, they may have felt like it was time for the public to actually know what was going on, but the declassification of the Gateway process just created more questions than answers. Now, with all that being said, the Gateway process isn't about mind control the way you might be thinking. It's more about tapping into the unused potential of the human mind. Listen, even if you don't buy into remote viewing or out-of-body experiences, it is very obvious that the CIA was incredibly interested in these processes that we might be able to pull off. Going on an exploration of what we may be capable of experiencing as humans. We just have to find the right key for the right door. Some people think that the Gateway process may be the key in understanding deeper consciousness and what the human brain can actually do. Others look at this as a wild government experiment that basically never went anywhere. What do you think about the gateway process? So, is the gateway process some sort of hidden pathway into our consciousness, or just some crazy shit the military did? The truth is out there, and it is up to us to decide what we will believe. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, share it to a friend. I love making this content for you. We'll see you in the next one.